Follow Raj Baddhan on Twitter and Facebook. Simply search for Raj Baddhan.
Shoot here on Drivetime. Some more big tracks on the way for you in the next few minutes.
Raj Baddhan
on Drivetime.
But now time for my special mehman. I've been telling you that I've got a special guest on my show today, and he is the lead actor of the new show that started here in the UK on Rishte TV called Tapki, and it's aired in India on Colours TV. It's the lead actor, Ankit Butler, who joins me here on Drivetime. Ankit, hello to you.
Hey Raj, what's up? How are you doing?
I'm doing
well here.
How are you? Are you doing well? You're right?
Well, very well. But we've been shooting to give you guys a good show, and that's what's happening. So here, shooting for you, and for the last 30 days I've been here. We're shooting just to make the show look good for you guys.
Yeah, you said that it's been some long hours that you've not had a break, have you?
No, not really. We don't even get enough time to eat lunch because there's too much to shoot, and there's a lot of working. Work is hectic here.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about Tapki and how you got the role first. For all the people out there who want to know, how did you bag the lead role in Tapki?
Well, I did a show on Colours before, which is called Hamari Saath Leela, which was about 2 years back, and this time Colours contacted me for this particular role, and I took it up. So it took them almost. It took us almost 3 rounds to clear this one for the show, and that's how we got it. So it was basically a channel recommendation because they loved to see me in my last show, which was Veera on Star Plus. Mm-hmm. So that's how I bagged it.
And when you were first given the narration of the character of your role in the show, was it exactly as it's happening at the moment? Or was it different?
Well, it is. No, it's absolutely just the same. In fact, I was really nervous when I heard the narration because the character which I'm playing, which is Dhruv, that's, it's pretty different from what I am in real life. Mm-hmm. So I was a little nervous about it, but I think it's shaping up pretty well.
How different are you to your character in real life?
Well, Dhruv does not express at all. He's a completely, like a man of few words, and he doesn't smile at all. He's like one of those angry young men. And Ankit is like a happy-go-lucky guy who keeps smiling and and loves to go places and is very, very expressive. So that's like the major difference. And I personally do not like formals, and Dhruv is always in formals. So that's like a major difference too.
Ankit, the question that kind of arises when I watch Tapki is that it looks more as a female lead kind of show. Obviously, the show is based on the lead character being a female. Did you have any kind of inhibitions, kind of thinking, or should I take this role on because I'll be playing a secondary to a female character?
Well, not really, because the show is, yes, definitely boys. Tapki, but although at the same time, there you need to have a love story. You need to have someone who's going to take the story forward. Yeah. So I think it was really nice because the character is very interesting. I haven't done something like this before in my career. So this is the first time that I'm playing like a very strict and a stern character. So it was pretty interesting. So I didn't really have any inhibitions while taking it up.
Brilliant. No, and you know what? I think it's working anyway because the ratings, I was looking at the ratings this morning for your show last night here in the UK, and it was number 1 on Rishte here in the UK. So congratulations on that.
Hey, thank you so much, and I'm really, really happy to talk to you guys, and I would really love that all of you can shower as much love as you can on our show and watch it every day. Yeah,
and get the question another question that came to my head when I was talking to you yesterday on WhatsApp is that you are not on any social networking sites, are you?
Not really. I am on Facebook, but I think that's the maximum I can handle because I think Twitter and all goes there's really no time because, people want to talk to you and it's really difficult to reply to all the messages. And I would say that I don't really want to upset any of my fans. So I rather just keep out of it. It's like that. And I don't want any of my PR agencies to run, my networking site. So I really like to do it myself. Yeah. So that's the reason I'm not on a lot of networking sites for now.
Brilliant. Okay, let's go to some of the questions coming from the fans and the listeners. Amna has asked, how is your off-screen bonding with Tapki?
Well, Tapki and me are like the best of friends, and because I love to cook, and she's recently moved to Mumbai, so I normally, get lunch, which I make for her if I'm going home, that is. So it's pretty nice. I think we bond on food the most. And then, of course, because the on-screen bond and the off-screen bond is really, really nice. So I think we really like each other on that.
And you mentioned food. What kind of food do you like eating in real life?
Well, I'm a complete foodie, being a Punjabi, so I can actually gorge on any kind of food. But my personal favorite, I would say all the Asian curries are like personally my favorite, like a little spicy.
Mm-hmm. And you got to like your paratha as well, yeah?
Well, parathas are nice, but too full of calories, so I think I've given them up like quite some time back.
Oh, really? Ankit,
So,
you
yeah.
can't do that. No, I think being a Punjabi, just like myself, you got to be eating paratha on a Sunday morning at least.
Well, I would love to do that with paratha, with especially I'm sure people will know white butter and makhan and all of that. But but I think because we need to look good on screen for you guys, so I think we should just let that go.
Oh. Let's go to another question from Prakash Sahu, who wants to ask, what role so far that you've played has been the most challenging for you?
Well, I think this one, Tapki, has been one of the most interesting characters which I've played till now. And because he's, as I said, he's like a very, very strict guy, doesn't express at all. So, which is very different from what I am. So it's a pretty interesting and a challenging character. Plus, also, I'm also into theatre. So there was these characters who is, who is physically, impaired. He's like a handicap. Plus, also, he's deaf and dumb. So that was like one of the characters which till today has been the most challenging one for me.
Okay, and Saif wants to ask, even though Tapki has just started a few weeks back, he wants to know, what kind of role would you like to play in future that you haven't played already?
Oh, well, maybe something like James Bond.
James
That'll be
Bond,
interesting.
yeah.
To have all the girls and the guys, so I think that'll be pretty interesting.
Okay. Juhi wants to ask, who's your favourite Bollywood actor, song, and a Bollywood film, your favourite?
Well, Bollywood film, well, I've not really watched any film from like really long, so it's difficult to say. The last film, I don't know. So I think the song which will be in the show also, which is Wrapped Up. That is one of my favorite songs, which is going to be on air on the show Tapki very soon, which will be like a love song for me and Tapki. So that is one of my favorites. And in terms of the film, I think Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge is one of my all-time favorites.
Okay. You don't get much time because of the longer hours that you're shooting. You don't get much time to socialise, do you?
Not really. So whatever socialization happens is on the set. So we're almost like a family. So I think because we eat here, we sleep here, so I think it's pretty much like a family here on the set. So we don't really get time to meet, the so-called social circle outside.
Mm-hmm. And Ankit, what about on the sets? I mean, who are you most kind of close to? And is there like kind of musty on the sets?
Oh, absolutely. We're super fun. In fact, there is something which got telecasted, I think today or will be getting done tomorrow, where, it's my birthday and Tapki puts like a cake on my face because of cake, for whatever reason. So I think we really had a lot of fun because with that cake which was on my face, I actually rubbed it on I don't know how many people. So we all were like all in cake and cake and cake. So it was all chocolate all over. So it's pretty interesting. So yes, we have a lot of fun, and I'm really close. I think me and Tapki and me and my mother, who's played by Jaya Bhattacharya, we are pretty close. You must have last seen her in Chuki Saas Bhi Kabhi Bahu Thi on Star. Yeah. So I think I'm really close to these two people.
Okay. And Poonam wants to ask, if you weren't an actor, what would you like to have your career in? What kind of work would you like to do other than acting?
Well, I think I will be a choreographer. I love to dance, or I could just be a wildlife photographer.
Interesting. What do you like doing in your spare time? If you're not shooting, if you're not working, what else would you like to do?
Hello?
Hi, Ankit, can you hear me? Hello?
Hello?
Hi, Ankit, can you hear me? I think we've got a bit of a bad line.
Yeah, Raj, tell me.
Yeah, Ankit, sorry, I was asking, if you're not shooting, you got a day off, for instance, so what do you like doing in your spare time?
Well, I would love to have that day soon because it's not happened from quite some time. But I think for now, all I can think of is just sleep, because it's been so long that I've not really slept. Or it's something that I would like to do. Or maybe go out for just an adventure trip for a day. Maybe just go trekking or maybe swim, something like that.
Okay. So you're quite an adventurous kind of guy, which is good. A lot of activity.
Yep.
There's a question also from Kiran who wants to ask you, do you follow any other TV shows?
Well, I think we at 7 o'clock slot, which we are on, there are 2 more shows, so that's what I keep watching just to know how they're doing. But I used to really love watching Comedy Nights with Kapil because that was really, really amazing and it was great fun to watch. So I think that's one show which I've watched like religiously.
Shabazz wants to ask, have you any plans of visiting the UK soon?
Well, of course, why not? I would love to be in UK and see the, because I've not really been to UK till now because of the hectic schedule for all these shows that we've been doing. But if you guys love us, please do call us and we'll be there for you.
Oh, no, definitely. Ankit. No, it's been wonderful talking to you. And so congratulations as well on the show doing well here in the UK. It's number 1 here on Rishte. It's aired in the UK, and in India it's aired on Colours. So well done on that. But have you got a final message for your fans out there?
Well, I would just like to say thank you for all the love and keep watching, keep watching us, and we're open to feedback. So just make sure that you always support us. That's all.
Thank you very much. And again, look after yourself, and we'll catch up again soon, all right? And all the best with Tapki.
Take care, Raj. All right. Good day.
Thank you. Good day. Bye. Bye-bye. There you go. That was the television hunk himself, Ankit the Butler, talking about his new show, Tapki, which airs on Rishte here in the UK, and doing well in the ratings as well. So congratulations to him on that. And we'll definitely be catching up with him again soon, all right? Right now, though, it's 6 minutes to 5 o'clock. I'll be back in a moment after these messages.
Raj Baddhan. Drive. Follow Raj Baddhan on Twitter and Facebook. Simply search for Raj Baddhan.